Now, it is possible that my disdain for Hillary Clinton could cause me to exaggerate how bad this woman is, how crooked, how corrupt, how erratic. I mean, it's not like she killed anyone, right?
27-year-old Seth Rich was killed early Sunday morning just after 4 a.m. about a block away from his home. Police say that he was shot multiple times. There he is. There were no witnesses and police have no suspects. They're looking into all possible motives for the shooting. Rich was the director of voter expansion for the DNC.
They say it was robbery related, not related to his work at all. He was murdered at 4 a.m., several shots from behind. If this was a robbery gone wrong, why wasn't his wallet or watch taken? No witnesses, no suspects, and his murder occurred just 12 days before this.
The latest emails released by WikiLeaks suggest that top officials at the Democratic National Committee plan to undermine Bernie Sanders' presidential campaign. The Sanders campaign had long accused the DNC of tipping the scales in favor of Hillary Clinton. In this email from May 2016, DNC press secretary Mark Postenbach wrote, wondering if there's a good Bernie narrative for a story, which is Bernie never ever had his act together, that his campaign was a mess.
Seth Rich was the DNC's director of voter expansion. That leak didn't look good for the DNC or Ms. Clinton. So did someone have to die because of it?
Whistleblowers go to significant efforts to get us material and often very significant risks. As a 27-year-old works for the DNC who was shot in the back, murdered just 2 weeks ago for unknown reasons as he was walking down the street in Washington. So
that was just a robbery, I believe, wasn't it?
No, there's no finding. So
what are you suggesting? What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that our sources take risks.
The Clintons have a long history of those in their circle dying in very mysterious ways. Like Mary Mahoney. She was a Clinton White House intern. She was killed along with two other co-workers in 1997 during the robbery of a Starbucks. In 1999, Carl Derek Hayford Cooper was arrested and charged with these murders. But again, in this robbery, nothing was taken. Although it was suspected she was about to testify about sexual harassment at the White House. Coincidence? Who knows? But what about Vincent Foster, former White House counsel found dead with a gunshot wound to the head? It was ruled a suicide, but Foster was a business partner of Hillary's. A note in the form of a draft resignation letter was found in the bottom of his briefcase a week after his death. Coincidence? Who knows? But what about Jerry Parks? He did security for Governor Clinton. He reportedly had a detailed file of Clinton activities. His family actually reported being followed before his death. His home was broken into right before he was gunned down at a deserted intersection. Murder unsolved. And the list goes on. The body counts are rather interesting. Listen, folks, this could all just be a coincidence. That's up for interpretation. I'm just saying, where there's smoke, there's fire.